And welcome everybody to our Sunday edition meteorology segment. I'm your host Dan, aka smAsho here from the Smash News Network. Least busted name in news. And let's start out looking at the NASA GOES lightning mapper to see where the most significant highly intense storms have been located. And you can see East Texas, eastern Oklahoma, North Dakota, and southern Mexico, seeing some extreme lightning. Here's a real-time lightning mapper. It's the lightningmaps.org real-time lightning map. And we've got some terrestrial lightning here in East Texas. Let's see where the thunder is rolling in. Also, Baton Rouge. And Texarkana. To your south is some intense lightning indeed. And we'll get to the Doppler radar in a minute. Let's zoom out to the world lightning map. And we just saw some lightning striking across Europe there, starting in the Mediterranean and ending in, looks like Finland. Also seeing an errant lightning strike. Next, the jet streams. Here are the jet streams of the Western world, and notice the way the jet streams are staying all the way up around the U.S.-Canadian border here. Although there is a split, there is a bit of jet stream coherence down here just around the Gulf Coast. So very chaotic jet streams here in the Northern Hemisphere. Once again, you can see the jet stream blowing due south here over the North Atlantic. And indeed backwards over part of the North Atlantic right there, blowing east to west. Here are the surface winds of the Western world. And we see a large trough of calm wind conditions, stretching all the way from Ireland down to the Azores and to Bermuda, interestingly enough. Let's look at the surface winds of the eastern world. There you go. There's the animation of that. Still seeing strong winds there in the southern Indian Ocean. Next, the jet streams of the east. Powerful anticyclone here in the western Pacific. You can see this strong clockwise rotation happening right here off the coast of Japan, as well as doubled up jet streams here in the southern hemisphere and tripled up and quadrupled up jet streams in the north. Very incoherent northern hemispheric jet streams. Next, here's a pressure map from windy.com. Look at all the low pressure around the South Pole region. Almost completely dominated by low pressure down there. Pretty much completely dominated by low pressure. Let's advance the pressure map via the European forecast for pressure. Here we go. There is the European forecast for pressure at 1 o'clock. That's 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Next, a quick forecast about what the jet stream will be doing. So here's the forecast for the GFS model for the 250 millibar winds, which is the same thing as the 250 hectopascal winds, by the way. And what we're expecting here is to see the main jet stream to stay north of the majority of the U.S. You can see very northern-oriented jet streams here, not dipping down into the U.S. at all. And you can expect to see some consistent weather patterns persisting in the lower 48 as a result of that. There's the forecast for pressure at 6 o'clock Universal Time on Thursday. You can see how far north that jet stream is staying. Almost no jet stream over the lower 48. Next, looking at the U.S. Doppler radar map, here is what's going on in places like Texas. And it looks like those severe storms are moving out of North Dakota, although there are some about to head into North Dakota from Montana. We've got some weather moving in odd directions here. Some snow falling, actually, in Washington and Idaho and Montana, possibly even around the Great Salt Lake. Here's what's going on in the cloud layer. And what you're seeing down here is all of this air is being corralled by this dry mass of air up here. This is effectively a high pressure zone. And if you see your weather stagnating, that's part of it. If you're in the south central part of the U.S., those storms taking their good old time because of that clear sky over places like Iowa and Nebraska and northern Indiana and Ohio and West Virginia and North Carolina. This band of dry mass of air is largely in control of where the pressure gradients are and what's going on over the south central U.S. The jet stream is moving those storms in the northern states a little bit there. Hopefully that gives you some insight into what's going on with your weather in the current state of affairs. One more view, there's the U.S. Doppler Radar. Once again, the cloud layer. It's the NASA GOES interactive weather satellite, by the way. And there's the water vapor map. Hopefully that helped to clear things up. Something that we like to do here at the Smash News Network, least busted name in news. Thanks for tuning in to today's Sunday edition of our meteorology segment.